Have you ever made a decision that didn't make sense on paper, yet felt so right, and later you realized it was exactly what you needed? That quiet voice, that unshakable knowing, is what many call divine intuition. Today, I want to explore what this really is and how both Stoic philosophy and the Bhagavad Gita can guide us in understanding and using it. What is divine intuition? Divine intuition is more than a gut feeling. It's an inner compass that seems to come from beyond the noise of everyday thoughts. It's calm, clear, and deeply aligned with truth. It's not frantic like fear, nor impulsive like desire. It feels timeless and steady. For some, it's the voice of God. For others, it's the universe, the higher self, or simply the deepest part of the human soul. Regardless of what we call it, divine intuition guides us toward actions that align with our highest good, and often the good of others too. The Stoics didn't speak of divine intuition in mystical terms, but they did believe in a divine order, logos, the rational principle that governs the universe. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Stoic practice was about aligning your judgments and actions with this natural order, which often meant listening to a deeper wisdom than momentary emotions. In Stoicism, intuition is sharpened through virtue. A Stoic trains their mind to see clearly, free from the fog of fear, greed, or anger. When the mind is calm, the logos speaks more clearly within us. That calm moral clarity, that's the version of divine intuition. For example, imagine you're offered a lucrative business deal, but something in your conscience, there is an inner voice that whispers, "This doesn't feel right." The Stoic would tell you to honor that voice because it's reason and virtue speaking in harmony. In the Bhagavad Gita, divine intuition is woven deeply into the teaching of yoga, not just physical poses, but union with the self and the divine. In chapter 10 of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna, "I am seated in the heart of all beings. From me come memory, knowledge, and the removal of doubt." Here, intuition is not random. It's the voice of Krishna, the divine presence, guiding the soul. For Arjuna, standing on the battlefield of life, logic alone could not tell him what to do. He needed to still his confusion and connect to Krishna's guidance within. The Gita teaches that when the mind is purified through discipline, sattva, and the ego is quiet, the inner voice of dharma, our righteous duty, becomes clear. In our lives, this might mean we stop chasing every shiny opportunity and instead listen for what truly serves our higher purpose. From both perspectives, divine intuition isn't about predicting lottery numbers or bypassing effort. It's about alignment. For the Stoic, alignment with reason and virtue from the perspective of the Bhagavad Gita, alignment with dharma and the divine will. Maybe you feel a nudge to call a friend, and it turns out they were in deep need. Or you sense a career path is wrong for you, even if it's safe, and later discover the alternative led you to greater fulfillment. Both traditions would say this isn't magic, it's the natural outcome of a mind in harmony with truth. How does one strengthen this? According to the Stoic way, practice daily reflection, question your impulses, and act only on what is in harmony with virtue. According to the Bhagavad Gita, meditate, surrender the fruits of your actions, and listen for guidance from the stillness of the heart. Both agree, the quieter and more disciplined the mind, the clearer the guidance. Divine intuition is not about escaping responsibility. It's about deepening it. It asks us to listen, to trust, and to act with courage when that inner compass points the way. Whether you call it Logos, Krishna's voice, or the whisper of your soul, it's there to guide you toward a life of purpose, freedom, and peace. And the greatest tragedy is not that we sometimes mishear it, but that we forget to listen at all.